embark. I've got a guest with me today who may or may not chip in, has just been helping with the audio sounds and whatnot. But yeah, so slightly different setup, but hopefully all the audio is okay. If it's not, you're listening to this beyond the point in which I can do anything about it, so apologise is all I can do. Right, where were we? We were walking around with a boombox, discussing rape allegations, because that was the sensitive way to deal with that. We've gone back and forth between Titus and Classier and their contradictory accounts. The last we did was listen to the tape. Now we have to tell Titus what Classier said, I think.
It's you again. What is it?
What do you think it is? It's about the case, you fucking jughead. Right. So I talked to Classier about the tape. And nothing. She stands by what she said. Does she? I can't remember. Let's say that she does.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
But it was fool's gold, and whilst I am a fool, Kim isn't. So, you know. Also, well done. You clearly aced your creative writing class.
You caught him off balance. Push, and he would give way.
Gold, it was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. No, it was not just locker room talk. We're not going down that route. It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change our mind. I feel like it might not stand up in court proof, but yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected it to have more effect. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus. I did expect it to have more effect, but I'm not going to tell him that because reasons.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Well, she didn't say that. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. Well, Titus, even if I was verbally capable of discussing this eloquently, you're not capable of hearing it that way. So, yeah, theirs is a complicated relationship. Let's go with nostalgic rather than horny.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Did you, Kim? Okay.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Yeah.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking.
Can you stop saying fucking and formulate, like, a sentence I can understand, please?
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Yes. Lawyer steps in, saying, please don't shoot the cops at this juncture.
Okie dokie. This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
I wonder if the voice actor improvised okie dokie, considering that wasn't in the line read. That did seem a little tonally dissonant. Any thoughts on this, lawman? We probably should have thoughts on this, shouldn't we, Kim? Right.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right?
Now,
Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
for fuck's sake. Fucking oblong head. Isn't this Endurance's thing? Endurance is the one with all the fascist thoughts. But I guess he's close enough to you, physical instrument, that you've been listening in on his crazy
This
shit.
narrator has a vague Idris Elba tinge to his voice.
Yeah, there is a bit of that. Oh, damn it. You know, I looked up the guy, and then I forgot what his name was. But yeah, the narrator is pretty good. So... Okay, I'm just going to ignore you there,
What
physical
are the
instrument.
options about creating
I think you had a lie planned, but she didn't play along. You know what I think? Women are crazy, man. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she's still in denial, you know, like a defense mechanism. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? Okay, well, you've sort of locked me into some of these. I do think that, yeah. I'm going to go with that.
I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
Sorry, what kind of shit bedtime stories did you have? Where people just softly accused you of lying? Okay, this tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Oh, Kim, shots throwing shade.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys! We should get a party going tonight!
Shut up, Shanky.
Why?
What kind of a name is Shanky?
Yeah, I've been thinking that for a few parts now. It's Shanky, Theo, Fat Angus, Alain is one of the others, and maybe one or two others in this gang.
Maybe not then.
Also, I think Theo was the former boss before Titus took over, because he's basically a super cranky old guy who doesn't speak up much, but when he does, everyone shuts the fuck up. So he's got quite a presence.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Did they? Yes, they did. Jesus Christ. Not with it. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Yeah, perhaps.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Titus, she has my whole skill set compromised. She's some kind of a pro. He's not going to know what I mean by that. You don't know? She's a model. She won a pageant. I don't see how that's relevant. Titus, she has special training, and I'm not talking about Oronese lit. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. She's a hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine.
Well, I can relate to that.
Yeah. Huh, I guess you do know her then. Oh yeah, just blow the whole thing off. I mean, she did win a pageant, but like I say, I don't see how it's relevant. Also, it was a gross pageant because she was like 14.
Aren't all pageants a bit gross?
They are a bit, but especially the child
They're illegal in
ones.
France.
They're illegal in France.
Child pageants.
Really? So anything under 18 kind of thing?
Yeah, I can't remember what the exact age is, but yeah, they banned.
Oh. Good on France. There's some trivia for you. This is going to be a far more informational stream than you're used to, viewers.
Well, all I do is bring facts about France.
Well,
This
fair.
is apparently my role on this stream.
Yeah, fair enough then. That's a good role to have. Let's see what he says about my skill set. My skill set being the different synapses in my brain and personality.
What kind of pro? Y'all saying she's a hooker?
No, no. Titus. God damn it. God damn it, Titus. Can you... I'm not expecting you to be open-minded, but can you push the door ajar at least? Like...
No, he's not seeing that. Forget about it.
Yeah, Kim, maybe you're right. That's maybe a lost cause. See, now obviously that is crazy, but this character is saying all the worst options, so we're going to see just how the reaction goes with that.
And bitches do be crazy.
You heard it here. So, you know what I think? Women are crazy, man.
You can say that again, copper.
He holds
Right
out.
here.
He holds out his giant fist. Oh, we're doing a fist bump, are we?
Here we go. Bump it hard.
Options are bump it hard, and don't bump it.
Bit
Got
of
it.
my dating life.
Is not bumping a fist bump worse than leaving someone hanging for a high five?
Ooh, good question. I think the people who prefer high fives over fist bumps are more likely to take offence at being left hanging.
Yeah, you make a good point there. And I think it's more obvious. Like a high five is a more noticeable thing. A fist bump can be kind of subtle. So if someone doesn't do it, you can just like put your hand in your pocket or dismiss.
Yes, my arm was just hanging here casually.
Yeah, if you fail a high five, usually people can see, oh man, that guy just got left hanging on a high five. Right, let's try and bump it hard. I'm probably going to lose health and break all my knuckles.
Your fist connects with
I
his
healed health.
hard. The slam is audible. You can almost hear his bones ring. Your knuckles tingle, life-affirmingly.
I have never had my knuckles tingle in a life-affirming way before. But that's cool. That's mad. I healed health by doing a fist bump. Maybe I should start doing that in real life. I'm not going to stop doing
And now you,
Oh, no.
MacLeod.
Okay, we've just done one. Oh, really? And Kim, you have to fist bump him too now.
The lieutenant adjusts
Sorry, what is
his
a
glasses,
MacLeod?
then extends his curled fist and taps Titus's bruised knuckles.
Binoclad seems to be like, I don't think it's a real word. I think it's a made-up thing for this. Just 4 eyes, essentially.
Ah.
Yeah, I went with Binoclad for a long time, but no, they pronounce it Binoclad. So,
Not bad.
not bad. Right, okay. Well, that whole thing was... I guess it wasn't pointless since I healed health, but I had to say, bitches be crazy in order to do it. So, I'm getting mixed messages. Maybe she's still...
Well, a little bit of misogyny is fine in video games.
I'm not going to weigh in on that.
It's my right as a woman.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But it's my right as a man to not touch that with a 10-foot barge pole.
Said every man.
Oh. Oh dear. Okay, maybe she is still in denial like a defense, but I am pretty sure it's not a defense mechanism. She seems very together kind of thing, but let's see what he says about this.
Yeah,
I'm very much
Maybe.
enjoying in this scene the boombox
That
over
is a
the shoulder.
possibility.
It seems like you're wielding it aggressively.
Yeah. Well, yeah, now I know that was an option. I'm planning to have that equipped in every scene. And especially since once I leave this room, it will, or whenever I enter a new room, it starts playing the same kind of jungle, crazy drum beat, which is good over some of the more meaningful conversations.
He does not sound very convinced anymore.
I might have to take that approach in life.
Just
Every time I'm having a meaningful conversation.
just have a boombox playing crazy drum and bass type stuff. Yeah. It'll throw people off. It'll give you an advantage. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? Wrap this up.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
Yeah, I got that bit.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore.
Too much beer, Titus, has been your undoing.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs.
So you'll help us?
Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
He throws his beer can down.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
It does seem like that, thank you, Half-Light.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
He seems like he has a bit of an attitude problem.
Yes, I think that would be a generous way to describe it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Elaine. Great input. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
His beer?
Yes, yeah, he threw the beer can down. Now he's asking for 20 more. And Gart is not going to take kindly to being called the bartender. This has been established.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Well spotted, electrochemistry. Okay. Rhetoric godly. Convinced Titus he's being manipulated. 28% chance. Less advantage because I pushed him on the tape. Strange reaction to bullet. Ever asked him to cooperate. Compromise
That's
skills.
the one that's fascinating me. Strange reaction to bullet. Surely there's only one reaction to bullet.
Oh, right. Well, no, he wasn't shot. I showed him a bullet.
Oh.
Yes, you would think there is a very common reaction to being shot, but no, it was because he is claiming that the guy was hanged, and then we showed him a bullet that we took out of the guy, and so that completely messes up his story. But yeah, 28% still not looking great. We could, if I leave, I hate how slow he talks and his animation is, because it really just wastes my time. Now, tools, which is a very loose definition for the things we have here. I could smoke some cigarettes and increase my intellect, because that's how that works in this game.
I wish that's how it worked in real life. I'd be a fucking genius.
You should see some of the others. Like, some of these drugs will give you +2 to your psychology. Speed increases your motor abilities. Drink increases your physique but lowers your morale.
I'm fine with that. I would much rather have an increased physique.
Yeah, some people would make that trade-off, I guess.
Well, they're all the people I went to rehab with.
Right, if we swap out our boombox temporarily. Oh, they're two-handed cigarettes. Okay. Have to get rid of the gun.
Did you say two-handed cigarettes?
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it's just a bug with the game, but it keeps happening where if I've got something in either hand, I can't use something in one hand. I have to empty the other hand in order to be able to just do this. It's really weird. Anyway.
There is a poor taste joke somewhere in there.
Yes, there is, isn't there? But we can't find it at present. So, there's a joke in there as well. Anyway,
Oh no, we're hitting the infinite loop.
The infinite loop, yeah, the infinite, yeah. That's what she/he said, loop. The infinite void.
I've heard that one before as well.
Okay.
It's you again.
Why is he saying it's
What is
you
it?
again? You haven't gone anywhere.
No, I know, it's, yeah.
That is some potent beer.
He's already forgotten who we are. Okay, let's see. 28% up to 42% after one cigarette. We've increased our rhetoric that much. I still don't feel great about my chances here. But fuck it, let's give it a go. Because even if it fails, it might be funny.
Closet is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
No, they're not going to be good. That was a failure. Okay. Oh no, Kim, I'm going to need your gun again. Fuck's sake. The last 2 times we have done this ended with Titus shooting us in the face, and the second time we shot ourselves in the mouth as a power play. It's not gone well.
Priorities might be a bit fucked up.
Yes, as a character we are a bit fucked up. You guys are always telling me they're good, and then they aren't. Oh, I can actually talk back to my own brain. Let's do that. Why is your brain always giving me bad advice?
Those are the other guys. My shit is solid. You can trust me.
Can I? All those ideas look really bad. Okay, but please, I can't afford to fail now. I've come too far. No, those are shit ideas, man.
Oh, you don't like these arguments? Let's see you come up with your own then. Come on. Everyone's waiting. Where are they?
I can't. You're the rhetoric part of my brain. This is all I have.
Oh, so is this your internal monologue?
Yeah, basically all of these are like aspects of your personality and your brain, and what this game does really interestingly is that you can level them all up and they will all chip in at certain times about things. And so if you have...
Well, that's just basically having a personality disorder.
Yeah, it's going to come across a bit like that, yeah. Especially if you have some things at too high a level or too lower level. For example, our electrochemistry is very high, so anything physical, all our many drug addictions and stuff, sex, any kind of carnal base thing, and that fires off like no one's business.
Okay, if you have to define your personality with 3 of these, what would you pick?
You know what's funny is I've actually said that on an earlier stream, although I didn't. I did it with 1, but yeah, maybe 3 is more generous because I was trying to.
Shivers is definitely one of mine.
Shivers is an interesting one. The way that comes across is like a kind of sort of street smarts. So like your
Oh right.
Yeah, like the hairs go up on your arm and you sort of feel what's happening in the city around you. Half light is like your fight or flight response kind of thing.
Okay.
Some of them are, makes sense. Savoir faire's a weird one. I thought it was stealth at first, which it kind of is, but it also goes off on a bunch of ultra liberal free market like talking points, and so talks utter bullshit sometimes.
Oh well, that's gonna have to be one of mine then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know with mine. Maybe Inland Empire is sort of...
Yeah, what is Inland Empire?
It's hunches and gut feelings, dreams in waking life. Honestly,
what has that got to do with the words Inland Empire?
I think it's a reference to a David Lynch thing, actually.
Oh.
Which is a good way to describe it, in that it's slightly nonsensical stream of consciousness sorts of things. So that could be one of mine. Yeah. See, the problem with these is I would put myself having pretty low skills in almost all of them. Maybe drama I could have high in, but drama equates to lying in this.
You've definitely got empathy.
Empathy, yeah, okay. Well, I'll give myself empathy then. Logic, kind of. Logic does fail for me though sometimes, but I'll give myself a sort of thing. So maybe logic, empathy, and I've got to have something in the physical department. I said on all of the dates I've been on, as they found. No, I don't think I do. No.
I think my 3 least likely ones are all on the bottom row there. Hand-eye coordination, reaction speed, and composure.
Yeah. See, it's easier to pick out which ones you definitely don't have, I think. I might have conceptualization, maybe.
You've got rhetoric as well.
Rhetoric, maybe. Well, depends. People who've watched these streams may disagree, but...
a whole visual calculus thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is basically reconstructing crime scenes, as it says there. The way to visualize something within, like, almost mathematically, I guess. Like,
a bit like the robots in Detroit.
yes, yeah. Yeah, or, you know, a better game, for an example.
Was Detroit a bad game?
Oh, it's just the guy who made it is a total sleaze bag. I think I told you all the David Cage court stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, and there's suddenly no looking past his rather ham-fisted attempts at being an arty person when it's like, oh, what if black people were robots? And it's like, what, David? And then you hear about all this stuff in court and you're like, okay, maybe not. But no, that's...
It does feel that it's infused with a messiah complex.
Yeah, he's definitely got a kind of, you know, wanting to be a filmmaker type pretension to him. But he also turns out to just be a bit of a crazy sleazebag. Anyway, little tangent there.
Well, some of the best of us are sleazebags.
A different kind of sleazebag. Trust me.
I'm a consensual sleazebag.
Yeah. See, that's a big difference in this. Okay, men.
In fact, that might be my new Tinder profile.
Consensual sleazebag. Yeah. Okay then. Okay, men, it's clear you're being played like a fiddle. Play an imaginary fiddle. I know what's going on here. I've been wrong too. I got this fucking dark shadow over my heart.
Isn't that a Fall Out Boy lyric?
It could well be, yeah. Titus, the same thing happened to me. She manipulated me too. No, I don't think that's going to help. I'm going to tell you a little story about Kim. What the fuck? Where would that go? I'm intrigued by that one.
It's going to have to be that one then.
Yeah, because if I ask him for his gun again, then I'm just going to get a game over. I'm going to shoot myself in the mouth again. I want to pick all of them if I could, but we'll go with this one if it's the only one.
What fucking story?
Yeah, what fucking story?
A story that fits the occasion, of course. I invented a wonderful allegory for all this.
Oh, did you, Rhetoric, with your 4 points that I have in you? Okay.
No, there is no story.
Okay, maybe there is no story, but listen to this. Take me back to the good ideas. Yeah, point to the lieutenant here. You see, Kimothy here got himself into a jam.
I didn't. Let's not do stories. Let's do questions.
Damn it, Kim, don't ruin this.
No, don't listen to him. This is gold stuff. Now let's get didactic.
Sure, whatever that means. Kimmo got to thinking he could trust this bad chick because she was hot. So he asked her to lie for him. She promised she would, then ratted him out. Almost cost him his job.
So you got played.
Well, that doesn't sound like she actually is a bad chick. That seems quite...
Yeah, no, don't worry. What I'm saying here is probably insanity. We failed this skill check, remember?
Oh,
so...
yeah.
Good. You got his attention. Now rewarded with a metaphor.
What? Like a 3-string banjo, like a damn deck of cards. Titus, she played Kim like a miniature train set. That
surely a 3-string banjo is still functional.
Yeah,
less functional, but
yeah. Speaking of functional, of these, that might be the closest to a functional answer. So we'll go for the least functional.
Yes, a miniature train set. The point is, this allegorical Kim should have just told the truth.
You need to man up and take charge, little guy. Shit's gotta be equal in a couple. Listen to your buddy Titus here.
I mean, I wasn't a big fan
Nothing
of Titus
like
so far, but the fact that he refers to himself in the third person is just egregious.
Yeah, it is pushing it a bit. A lot of people in this game do that, actually.
Thank you. I'll try. Please understand that Kim in this story was an allegory for you. You shouldn't try to hide the truth.
Sure, MacLeod. Allegory. You didn't get played. Titus did. I'm gonna do you a solid and change the subject, okay?
This man would rather live in a fantasy world where he isn't a complete loser. You need to be more forceful the next time.
You mean I should have asked for Kim's gun? Right, okay. Well, that was a failure, so yeah. Well, that went well.
You've still got your boombox.
Yes, I've always got my boombox close to my head. So at least there's that.
I don't mean this in an offensive way,
Okay.
but the outfit that you're wearing is very much like Cher in Clueless.
Okay, I don't know that reference, but maybe someone out there does. Cher in Clueless.
Yes, so her whole thing that Iggy Azalea ripped off as well was a yellow blazer, very much like that.
Okay.
That's not tartan, is it? What is it?
No, it's just sort of striped
Yeah.
plaid or something.
But the whole outfit was the matching jacket and skirt.
Ah,
And
right.
as far as I can see, there are no bottom half to that.
No, well, that was my most burning question was that did this Cher character also not wear trousers?
A very short skirt
Okay,
that
so,
could pass off as that.
right. So she's doing slightly better than our guy here, who is just in his pants. And has been for the entire game so far. Oh no, I did put on some very itchy pants at one point. But they made me want to fight everyone, so I took them off. It's just the kind of unique way this game works. But
That would be a hard sell for me because on the one hand, I would very happily go around without trousers on.
okay.
But I don't necessarily want to fight people.
No. Well, no, I only wanted to fight people when I had the trousers on. When the trousers are off, I'm as free as a bird.
Maybe that's the solution to world peace.
Maybe.
Just no more trousers.
No more yeah, maybe. It's hard to start a fight with someone who's not wearing trousers.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. Might be onto something there. Oh, okay.
She looks
You're
like a
back.
Thatcher.
Good.
She
What
she
can I
does.
help you
God, I actually like this character up until you said
Oh,
that.
sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah. Well, she's an incredibly rich woman who is on one of two sides in this kind of strike, debate, battle of everything. She hired essentially the mercenary that got hanged that we're investigating. So
Let's talk about the lynching.
yeah, but none of this is coming up as new, so I don't think we've got anything to do there. She's just like a main character, so I felt compelled to check in. Get the whole story from Titus. Convince the Hardy Boys to tell you the whole story. Okay, so that's something we have to reattempt at some point.
Oh, okay.
Because we really fucked up.
What is pétanque?
That
sounds familiar.
well, that is well, it's a bit of a bugged quest for us now because somehow the game gave us this after the old guy in the uniform died, unfortunately. But no, it was two old guys and they were playing pétanque. It seemed to just be like bowls, essentially. So
I also completely misread that. It was ask the pétanque player about Maybells,
yeah.
but I read it as ask the pétanque player about my balls.
You know, that's not out of the realm of possibility for this game. Have you seen some of the other ones that we've done already? It's take the stuffed bird to Gart. Help ravers start a nightclub. Find the working class husband. Wash off the death smell.
Find Morel, the cryptozoologist.
Yeah. Find speed and sniff it. The pissing competition.
The jam mystery.
Yeah. Yeah. Open trash container.
My favourite one. Find booze and drink it.
Yes, that was one of the first things we were advised to do. Oh dear. We're not playing a very reformative build, so to speak, of this character. You can completely abstain off everything, get him back on the straight and narrow, but...
You can't carry around a boombox if you're on the straight and narrow.
You make a good point. Where the fuck am I going? I can't seem to navigate my way up this hill. Which is a problem. Okay, so our next move... There was a check we had to do with hand-eye coordination. I think it was inspecting the bullet.
The bullet is still safely sealed
Yes, it
away
was.
in a
And
plastic
we have
bag
basically
bearing the
no
RCN
chance of
stamp.
failing this. So, you know, still a very high chance of failing this. I'm starting to feel like even if this said 100%, I would still feel a deep anxiety that I could fuck it up. But we'll give it a go.
A rifle, revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make? Question mark?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated battlefields of the Insulindian theatre of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know if people can still hear me. Yeah, I think they can. Yeah, it's coming up. Okay. Essentially, what just happened there? Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay. Don't worry about that, viewers. It's just the old trodden a cable, pulled a cable out. It happens.
Complete lack of hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. You know, she did warn you that was her worst skill. So proof is in the pudding.
Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses?
Question.
Sorry?
That is the question.
Yeah. Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons closet, only in working order.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
After this stream has
Bullet?
finished, I'm definitely going to have to listen to Welcome to Jamrock.
Welcome to Jamrock.
A few lucky Jamrock bangers.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, bangers means something different in this, I think. It's not tunes as it means for us Brits at the moment. I think they said a banger is a type of person and not where your mind would immediately think either. It means something else that I've forgotten. But
Is it like gangbangers?
no, see that's where you would immediately think.
Not the sexual gangbanger, but the shooty gangbangers.
Oh, no, I feel like it was something else, but I can't remember, so maybe. And yeah, Jamrock is a place in this, so, you know. I think I know where this came from. Dangle the bag thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
I mean, I have some ideas, but I can't be sure. Our stiff was killed by a jungle gun. I really want to say that, but I don't want to fail this. Our stiff was killed by a jungle gun.
You mean some son of the century surplus firearm?
Oh shit. I took morale damage for that. Was that fascist? Sorry. So, our character has internalized thoughts of ultraliberalism, communism, and fascism simultaneously. So when you said we have
That's horseshoe theory.
Yeah, well, yeah. So when you said we sort of have a personality disorder, yeah, we kind of do, because I've built him this way. But one of the things of internalizing this option is that the game says nationalist dialogue options damage you -1 morale, but alcohol gives you +2 physique.
Oh god, that's a bit Russian.
A bit Russian. Yeah. Perhaps.
Well, the whole idea is that Russia is theoretically a communist country.
Yeah.
They're not, because they tend towards oligarchy
And
or,
slightly
which
dictatory.
has elements of fascism.
Yeah. Taking the worst from both.
And of course, the stereotype of Russia is all the vodka. So
Yeah, yeah. I said it at the time.
this might be the first time you've ever had a bit of casual racism on your Steam.
No, probably not. If I'm completely honest, I'm sure I've fucked up somewhere and said something heinous. But don't go looking for reviews. No, I
bet you're regretting this, aren't you?
I'm regretting that last sentence. But I said it at the time when I first did this. I felt like the developers of the game struggled a bit with putting this in and going, okay, so all of these, if you do them, they have a trade-off on your stats. What do we want to give as a positive for internalizing fascism? And I feel like they struggled a bit and went with, let's just say alcohol makes you more physical.
That's not even the worst bit there.
Okay.
A beautiful, serene place of mystery and peace. It will not be a place for women to affect with their frailty and hysterics.
Yeah, well...
Or where the seaman is.
Yeah, Simonese is a place in this. So...
Yeah, but that's a poor name choice.
It is a poor name choice. I do wonder if that may have been intentional. But, yeah. No, that's crazy fascism. But we've also got communism, which takes away from your authority and visual calculus, but gives you experience. So... Yeah, it's funny. And then ultraliberalism is just -1 empathy. Certain dialogue options actually give you money, but pretty much all of them seem to be nonsense, as best I can tell. Sorry, Kim, you were waiting. Oh, so I guess that was, yeah. See, I just saw that as a funny sentence, but I guess jungle gun referring to, like, a group of, you know... people who are perhaps living in a jungle, or maybe not now, but a racist would say that they still do. Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm not going to think too much about it. This game can be uncomfortable. Are you aware of that yet, viewers, by part 32?
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen.
Okay, so Ravachol has decent gun control?
Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Makes you consider every shot. I like it. I think we should have more powerful guns. We're the law. Worth what? Getting shot?
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
Can you imagine a world like that? It would be a disaster. A world with automatic weapons.
But back to the investigation.
We do live in a world with automatic weapons.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what the game was going for. There's a bit of not so subtle social commentary there. Essentially, yeah, in this... I guess the level of technology in this game is it's a fictional world, so it's a bit all over the place. But
Bit Archer.
I've not seen Archer, but sure. Yeah, I know. People have given me that look for saying that before. But no, it seems to be of a kind of flintlock thing. Like, we're cops, and that's essentially what we've got. So, right, seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast. Could the victim have been mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters? That's not going to take my morale again, is it? Come on, that's not... I don't know. I'm not...
Have to just find out.
I don't want to find out. I'm losing morale here. It's not good.
Alright, fine. We won't find out. Although the fact that you don't want to find out shows that your morale is already quite low.
Don't you entrap me with this. No, like, it's...
Well, women are entrappers or whatever it said on the last bit, so...
It probably did say that somewhere. No, when you lose all your health, obviously you die. When you lose all your morale, you lose the will to carry on playing the game. And so it just ends.
That's how I feel about life, but alright.
Yeah, it's pretty relatable. Have well-armed jamrock bangers started crossing over into Martinez? Yes, something mysterious is afoot with this antique bullet type. No?
Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
Yeah, that was when we were first investigating it. The bullet has nothing more to say. Okay, well that's one thing done. I'm still a bit lost on our next best thing. We can't go right back to Titus. Well, we could try maybe, but
You could become a man of plenty.
I've been trying to do that. That's really not... Find a starving artist and become their patron. Yeah, she told me to fuck off. Maybe I can give it another go. For want of anything better to try. Yeah, also about the technology thing, the sort of cars are a strange mix of like a sort of semi-steam powered thing.
Very Archer.
Also, their entire world is essentially an archipelago with vast voids of, I guess, of some weird radiation would be the closest thing I could call it. In between.
That will be my new Tinder profile.
Wait, what exactly?
Vast void of radiation.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, they call it the Pale, and it's a very strange thing. It's essentially all laws of physics and time and everything stop going through it. So you need this kind of to propel yourself through it, but people through it, like it fucks with your mind and everything. It's a really, there's a lot of back.
So is my vast void of radiation.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
So yeah, there's this weird kid who's like painting on buildings, and I think she's homeless. And our fevered mind decided in a moment of insanity that she is the starving artist, and we're going to rep her and become a man of plenty. We fucked it up, and we haven't upgraded our suggestion, so we still haven't got a chance to attempt that.
Alright, fair enough.
But it was worth a check, because like I say, I'm a bit lost. Perhaps I should check with... Okay, odd music cut off there. Wait, what? It did that... Okay, our boombox jungle beat was cutting off with the normal tune. Okay, it's odd. But anyway, we've got Joyce on the one side, on the sort of ultra-liberal owners of the company, and then the strike is being done by so-called communists, led by a very fat, evil man called Everard, who I don't like talking to, but he might progress the plot, so we'll give it a go. How long has this one been going? I wonder. Just checking. Oh yeah, about an hour. We'll do a bit more. I'm not zoning out.
Game for as long as you are.
Yeah, well, I normally zone out and start losing morale after an hour. But nope, go for it.
And I still have not got the vibe of any of this.
No, that's fair. For this game, you mean 9 or 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hear that, folks? Somebody's watching 9 of these. You can't take that away from me. It might never go above 9, but that's another matter.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes.
How did you hear about that? Okay, he's just got the whole town bugged. Yeah, it was a glowing success, you fat fuck.
Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
Well, apparently nothing if I'm just going by what's greyed out, but I'm gonna inspect
I'm
this.
always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. Very nice. Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorm. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
No, well, I'm sorry. That was clearly a waste of time too. And I can't get down the stairs. Oh god, it's all going wrong. I thought I had composure, but I don't. I might as well check this. Probably can't. I think this is a suggestion check as well.
Before the cargo container.
Persuade the door to open. Oh, it's rhetoric.
Lesson.
Yeah, rhetoric's really been doing wonders for us this time, hasn't it?
Could you not just bash it with a boombox?
I think there was not with the boombox, but yeah, there was an attempt to just physically try and open it, but it did not work. Alas.
Brute forcing things is underrated.
It is. Well, I mean, we've sort of spec'd our character for that. Like, physical instrument is the one for actually doing anything. Unfortunately, when he speaks, he just comes across like a sports-obsessed, meathead.
Flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. I think he keeps trying to get us to call him Coach as well. So it's that kind of vibe. But we have put a lot of points into it, so most physical things we can do, but that is a heavy metal shipping container. I think it said it was magnetically locked as well or something, so... But, yeah. I think we might actually just have to go back to Titus, because, like...
Oh, he's such a massive bitch.
He is a massive bitch, but, that's not something we can do. Find the murder weapon... I didn't know. Become a man plant, can't do that.
Well, that's an interesting one.
What?
What is the race enigma?
Oh yeah, you missed all that. Jeez. Okay, well, since we're here, I won't go too much into it, but this guy... I'll just let him say one thing to you.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
His name is Measurehead. He works for Everard.
My favourite one there is definitely number 6. Let's go over that funky race classification again.
Yeah. So essentially, he is fucking. He's got his own crazy. Is it conspiracy theorist? I don't know. He's got his own level of racism that he's written all by himself, and he's just fucking crazy. But he happened to be the bouncer for a button that we had to push, and so Well, yeah, I mean, all these women hanging around are fawning over him, so, you know, arguably that might be all he's doing it for, and that the race thing is just to cover his own inadequacies. But yeah, we had to get past him, and you can either listen to all of his crazy race ramblings and try to subscribe to them, whether sincerely or not, and maybe he'll let you pass if he believes you, or you can try a physical check to do a spinning back kick and knock him out, and the latter actually turned out to be easier.
So the options are violence or racism.
Yes, essentially, this game puts you in some uncomfortable positions.
I mean, that's sort of the state of our country at the moment anyway, but...
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not necessarily unrealistic. He's nice. He's the odd nice person around here. Well, so far. He might turn out to be a dick, I don't know. Oh, I should show you Kuno if you haven't met Kuno. Do you remember Kuno? Okay. Kuno is a child. I don't know exactly how old he is. Yeah. He was there throwing rocks at the body.
Fuck does Kuno care?
He's also Scouse, I think, or somewhere around there.
Yeah, that is Scouse.
Yeah, he's got a very high-pitched voice. Empathy, legendary skill check. Figure out what's going on with this kid. 3% chance of succeeding. Oh yeah, I tried to punch him at one point and failed and fell on the ground, and he stood there laughing at me. That's what it means when it says Kuno dominated you. And then he tried to get me to get him speed. He's on speed now, probably.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
And he doesn't care. So he's an interesting character.
There are quite a wide range of accents in this.
Yeah. It's like I say, it's a fictional place, and I find they use a lot of like sort of Frenchness in the spelling and a lot of the accents and stuff. But it's not so far that it's just straight up French. It's just a kind of influence to it. Like it's this big... Yeah. And they take a lot of other things with it. Okay. We haven't got any things to level up. I can't think what I'm doing. Titus, what do we do? I've got to convince you of something.
It's you again.
It's been me again for this entire stream. It's just us talking to you for this entire stream. I could tell him that. I think that's going to get under his skin, but then we've arguably already done that. Yeah. We tried that even after smoking and failed it, so we can't level that up. Okay, I guess we'll just...
It's going to have to be Joyce.
Yep. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you. I mean, that is the truth, but it may escalate things.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
That's exactly what I mean. Yes, well done.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
There's snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down.
Nervous snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Forget I mentioned it. It was probably nothing. Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Good point, Kim. Please save me from whatever this dialogue is going down through.
Let them come. The Hardy boys are right fucking here.
Is what I said about the French thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kim is very noticeable with a sort of French, like, twinge to his accent.
And Blondie just sells it. Obviously, it's not the Blondie.
Yeah, no.
Her whole thing was French.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I don't think that's related. It's just the game describing him as such. Let them come, Blondie yells because the Hardy Boys are right fucking
You
here.
heard the man.
Right
Right
to the
here.
ground.
We're armed. We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
No, Glenn is not fucking crazy. He might be the least crazy one here, although I did, for some reason, think he was called Fat Angus. Was Fat Angus another one? Am I losing my mind? It's entirely possible.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
He punches Blondie on the shoulder.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
This was a mistake. This was definitely a mistake. We've escalated things. They're looking for a fight. This is probably not good. Oh dear. This Krenor is bad news. You know that, right? The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. Joyce said they've got rogue. Nobody is controlling them. I don't think any of these are going to help. I don't think they're going to back down is the problem. But fuck it, we'll try.
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy army.
The what?
And the Madre scum. You've been up there. Seen any around?
No, but then, you know, I've been drunk for a lot of it.
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
Sorry, are you confessing to another murder? You are aware I'm a cop. I know I don't give off the vibe.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk.
You're
Don't
uncoordinated
forget,
and
we're
drunk.
listening in on
I'm
their
uncoordinated and drunk.
communications. They're
We're all
shit
uncoordinated
way
and drunk.
apart.
This is not going well. The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. You don't have that, I think.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
None of those...
If Glenn's knock cannon is at home, then it's not going to be any fucking use, is it?
That's true. Why hasn't he brought it with him, if it's so good? Also, they don't sound like automatic weapons. Well, if Glenn has a knock cannon at home, I guess you'll be alright. Will they pierce ceramic armor? Yeah, we have to go with this one.
That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger. You do the math.
And do they all fire at once? Because then if you miss, you're fucked.
So that's 1 dead and a long reload.
Thank you, hand-eye coordination.
Whatever.
Ah. Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What
Once
do
again,
you
I
think is
misread
gonna happen?
what's on the screen.
What did you read it as?
Okay, concludes with a shrug. I read that as okay, concludes with a shag.
Wow. Okay, this game goes in some directions, but that would be pretty out of left field. If the character in Titus could suddenly embrace out of nowhere. All this aggression has just been, you know, sexual tension bubbling under the surface. And then just okay, and they can't hold it back anymore. And right there in front of Kim and all these guys. Conclude with a shag.
What do you mean? Okay.
He jerks forward a bit. Oh god, I'm not going to be able to get that out of that interpretation. I mean, okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus. I mean, it does kind of. I mean, okay, you got this. You got the numbers. You got the power. I mean, okay,
I'll be honest.
you're sorry for it. Oh dear. I mean, okay, I guess I'll be gunning you down right alongside them. I love you.
Yeah. Just try not to get in the way when the whoop-ass flies open.
When the whoop-ass flies open, that's not even a... You're not even bringing the can into it. You're just making up your own shit.
I think he meant a can of whoop-ass.
Yeah, yes, he did. Yeah, thank you, rhetoric. Okay, clearly my rhetoric is at 4 in actual real life. But we can retry that after doing all that, so that's interesting. And we're at 58% for that now. I don't think there's anything we can do to get that chance higher. Except for
Oh, rhetoric. I think he meant a can of whoopers.
Yeah, no, that we both thought the same thing there, but at this point, I'm going to save scum. So if this doesn't work, I will reload the save.
It's you again.
Also, Kim glitched slightly out of existence
Is
there.
save scumming where you save and repeat an action?
Yes.
Right.
So, yeah, essentially, we're going to try this, and if it fails, we'll reload to just before this and try again. Because it's a dice roll, so... Doesn't make for a very good stream, though, so I'm hoping this works first time. It does.
Titus is being manipulated.
Bitchin'.
Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
That's it then, case closed. Look around, we're going home, Kim. But that, wait, because this is a success, so is that actually a way of making it work as well? One of his boys will. I don't want to fuck this up now that I've just got it, but I'm intrigued by that.
Huh?
No, this is a bit. This is going to work. Okay.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Or because of some chick, because you're a foreigner, because you work for the wrong people, because they like killing.
I don't think any of those options are worse than the other ones.
Yeah. Okay, but the chick being class A, and the first thing Rhetoric said was, don't bring her up. Because he doesn't falter on that. So, because you work for the wrong people. Because they like it. Yeah, they don't...
The wrong people seems like the safest option.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
They just hang you, like in the Dark Ages, make a display of your corpse. They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember. They just hang you, shoot you, light you on fire. They don't care. No, that's good. Insult their memories.
It wasn't that. It wasn't.
Oh, there's Fat Angus.
We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Kill?
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Oh. You know what I said earlier about shit gets real when Theo speaks up. The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed.
Shit. Okay, this could go really bad.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Yeah, Theo is essentially the one with all the brain cells in this group. Okay, I might be about to get shot. Right, turn to Angus. Well, what, you're going to kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason? Turn to Theo. What happens if I keep talking? You're going to kill me too in this bar for nothing? Look at Kim first. Kim, help.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod.
Kim, I love you, mate, but you're not the best shot with a gun, and even though this guy's an old guy, he might be better than you.
What does that mean?
Yes, but he did have an imperceptible nod.
True. We were talking about our own skills. Kim's composure skill. I mean, you never actually get to see what his skills are, but the way he is...
That is not his jam.
No. His composure skill is through the roof.
Oh.
He is cool, calm and collected, despite the absolute maniac he is working with. That is us. He manages to keep his cool throughout most of this game. It's why he's so liked as a character. Okay, let's not talk to the guy with the gun. We'll talk to Fat Angus.
Well, sure.
We didn't kill him.
I thought those were the only other two
even
options.
hang him. He was dead.
Not quite. Oh. Fat Angus, you've let something slip. We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
And now the lawyers intervened. Yeah, I thought you'd been slacking there, Elizabeth, for the lawyer who's meant to keep all these guys out of trouble. He was dead before you hanged him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
I don't think he needs to say one more thing, Shanky.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
The room falls quiet. So quiet, you could hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no
I
longer
might have to
needed.
make that another epitaph.
Go tell Everard.
Why are you so fucking fat? You could add Angus onto the end just to confuse people.
The Angus has to
Yeah,
factor in.
just to throw people off.
Fine. I'll tell him.
Oh, she's leaving.
After a long walk along the coast.
Fucking Elizabeth.
She walks off without looking back. So now they don't even have a lawyer.
What just happened between these two?
I don't know, suggestion.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Cool.
There was just a headline that said July 2019, the end of the line.
Oh. Well, I was going to say evidently it wasn't, but I mean, this could all just be a fever dream, couldn't it? I'm sorry I made you guys fight. Whisper, Kim, we did it. So you didn't kill him, he was already dead. If Classier didn't kill him, why the cover-up? So who killed the merc then? Any leads? Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers? Kim, we did it!
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
So you didn't kill him, he was already dead.
He nods.
The jig is up.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Well, that is the question. We know what kind of gun it came from this antique rifle that was around in the Revolution.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this.
Wait, yeah,
They'll
what?
probably say more about her later.
Ah, we were on to that before. The 5th Hardy boy was a girl. We don't know who, but she was involved in the drug trafficking.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's a whole other subplot. Okay, so... But that girl was also involved in the thing with Classier, who is the girl upstairs.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
The whore.
Yes, Classier is, in inverted commas, the whore. What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a
Gurning?
fun way.
What, there's a fun way to be bug-eyed and gurning? You know what, Titus? It's fine, I don't want to know.
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
I've seen people enjoy gurning.
Can you explain exactly what is gurning? Because I may have not...
Okay, so gurning is when you're on certain types of drugs, which is where you grind your... It's not grinding your jaw because you're not rubbing the teeth against each other.
Okay.
But it's sort of just like...
that
like
cut.
you're jutting your lower jaw out.
Right,
and
yeah.
Making a cyclical motion.
Okay, yeah, I figured...
And it's a common side effect of things like MDMA.
Yeah, I see. That's why... Have you seen The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio in every scene is doing that.
That was a stab in the chest.
What was?
Not appropriate for streaming.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
No,
Just to clarify for people
Street
watching.
is an Alex thing.
All right, just to clarify for people watching, she meant metaphorically. She has not been stabbed in the chest. just so you know. No.
Steve has never once tried to stab me in the chest.
Because I'm just such a great guy.
Well, I think it shows a great strength of character.
Oh dear. Okay, so that's Gurning. You're learning so much today, viewers. More than you normally do with me, anyway. How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
That's a common scenario, is it? Okay, sure.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
God, the voice actor is fine for this, but he just keeps taking these unnecessary pauses, and it's really pissing me off.
That's okay with the fat man still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
Okay, thanks, Endurance. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day, the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window.
Right.
Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
Through the window that was evidently replaced, because we went up into her room and saw that the window had been.
Ooh.
So who?
Conspiracy.
So who replaced the window? He means they've been. What? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Classier and the Merc were a thing.
Tibbs patched the window.
Oh, Tibbs.
And the corpse.
Cool.
We hanged.
Cool. Okay, so Tibbs did it. Who the fuck is Tibbs?
Yeah. He's my brother.
He's your brother.
He's in the window replacement business.
Well, that's convenient. You just happen to have a brother who replaces windows. Okay. I mean, it's not out of the realm.
Doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but maybe he's a handyman sort of thing. Oh, yeah, don't mind.
Sorry,
That's
your plosive blocker.
The pop filter, yeah. No, that's fine. If Classier didn't kill him, why the cover up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
She told me some people were after her from Oranje. She wouldn't say more. Yeah, I told you she's not what she seems. She's had special training for something shady. I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Okay.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
That's why I fit in so well. So who killed the Merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas.
I should have asked
She
this
says the
about
shot
half
came
an hour
from
ago, but
outside.
what the fuck is a merc?
Behind the window somewhere.
Oh, mercenary.
So that's a clue.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so Joyce hired some mercenaries to basically to strong arm all these people striking into no longer striking. And then one of them turned up dead. Hence our involvement. I just also... But as the side thing is that I am a total fuck up on my own. So like I turned up to investigate it on Sunday, and then like a week later Kim turns up because nothing happened, and I'd just been drinking the whole time. It's bad. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Clausia. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
Oh, there's a wrinkle. So maybe the Merc died accidentally. Maybe Classier was the one meant to
I
be
like that.
shot.
Been thinking the same thing myself.
Eugene, you have not been thinking the same thing yourself. And you had ideas about his past too.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, Years of bad blood, probably.
No, we heard about the years of bad blood. It was
Someone
bad.
else from Crenell.
He pauses to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
You love clown dancing with me, Titus.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
It's not just me who's got used to dance.
He's got used to what?
Not just me who's got you to dance.
Oh. No, it is. So whose idea was it to hang him then? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
What the fuck does that mean?
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Thank you, blurry face. Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it.
Ooh.
For political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing eighth Hardy. Eighth? I don't know why I said fifth earlier. There's clearly more than 5.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
Are you really still doing the machismo thing? Like, come on, we've busted. The jig is up. Just tell me everything.
You thought too far there.
Well, why would he continue to tell you everything when he could just fuck you up?
Well, yeah, exactly. He's got no reason to cooperate. I have to get blood from the stone here, rather.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Okay, so you're protecting Classier and her. Can you tell me anything about her name, current location? You're going to stonewall me if I ask any more about her, aren't you? That's what I think is true, but I'm going to try anyway.
Nope.
Classier
You're
has
not
to be
getting
a
to her.
Danish name, right?
It's Clausia you want to talk to.
It could be. There's yeah, like I say, I think this takes... The developers of this are actually... No, I can't say for sure. I think Estonian, but somewhere in Eastern Europe. And they've taken a lot of influence from lots of different places.
In which case that might be Finnish.
Could also be that, yeah.
Because Finnish, Hungarian and Estonian are related.
Ah.
The Uralic languages.
As I said before,
They are
this is the
some
most...
of the few languages in Europe that aren't Indo-European.
We figured it out. One of your top skills would be encyclopedia. Without a doubt. Because you know all this shit. And that's...
That feels a bit too flattering.
Well, no. Encyclopedia is call upon all your knowledge. Produce fascinating trivia. I think that suits you to a T. Our encyclopedia skill is naff in this. As is mine in real life. I'm sorry I made you guys fight. Yeah, can we kiss and make up, Titus?
Me too.
Oh, wow. I don't know if that was sincere or not. We can follow this romantic path yet. Right. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time and then
You do that.
walk along the beach.
Hey, cop. Before you go.
Oh, he's going to give me a peck on the cheek.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She... Clausia came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did.
Warm column.
This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go.
Not in this
The Union
context,
takes you
though.
in.
Right, okay.
Now, she refused that protection.
Sorry, I misheard that. Warm column is a what?
Euphemism.
Oh, it's a oh, okay. Didn't know that. I'm not sure the people who wrote this knew that either.
No, but what else is it going to be?
I dread to think. In the realm of all euphemisms, the man who can't think of any is king. Right, moving on. I don't know what I meant by that. So, she came here to hide. Okay, that's fine. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused protection from the Union. But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
The lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Well, progress. Turns out we just needed to throw a bunch of info at Titus. I was kind of worried about it escalating things, but we needed to escalate, reach a breaking point, almost get shot, and then come down from it. I guess I was being cowardly. So now we got to go back to Class A again, but then after that he said about checking the coast, so we do have a bit more of a game plan now. So that's cool. Everyone else has just been fine with this, I guess. Gart didn't seem to kick up much of a fuss about an almost shootout happening, but then he's a bit despondent about everything. I did give him a new bird though, so he should be happy. Yeah, you've only just come back in the room. It's slightly confusing out of context. Right.
This window is pristine on the inside.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if it might say something new about the window now that we knew it had been replaced and such, but...
No, it's just... Oh, that might be the bullet window.
It was the bullet window.
Ah.
But we had already checked it and figured out it had been replaced, but there was no new dialogue options. Right, hello, Classier. Right, we've been going for an hour and a half. Are you still alright? Do you want to keep going? Because I'm
good for
yeah,
as long as you are.
fair enough.
Said every man.
It's funny, I'm normally running out of steam at this point, but having someone to bounce off of is it's nice. It's keeping the...
Said every man.
Oh.
Always good to see you.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I will have a fag though.
Fair enough. Right.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
No, fair enough. Something in her demeanour has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come. Oh.
Well, those all sound like things that I could say.
Oh dear. The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table. You don't look surprised. You were expecting this. You sent us on a runaround. You lied to us, miss. Chill. I'm the cool cop, remember? Okay, I'm not sure I'm gauging the mood quite right, but then that is the character we're playing. Just chill. It's all cool, Daddy-O or Mummy-O. No, that sounds... Ooh.
Yeah, that's not okay.
That's not okay. Never say Mummy-O, people.
I'm sorry for wasting your time. I should have known that you'd find out.
No, you weren't to suspect that we would find out. I mean, looking at me, you would think, actually, this guy's never going to find out. He can't even find his trousers. How's he going to know?
First, between you two, then move on to questions.
Oh, really? I've got to clear the air first?
No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your...
Oh, am I being manipulated again?
Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
Oh no, rhetoric. She's got you wrapped around her finger. Oh, rhetoric has failed us just stratospherically today.
Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired.
No.
A twig trying so hard not to break.
Physical instrument, really?
I don't know why I'm bothering to look back at this like I can actually see anything.
Oh, right, okay.
But it sounds fun.
Well, how much of it can you actually hear from, like, through the headphones or anything?
Well, I'm not wearing the headphones right now.
No, but I wondered if there was anything coming through from mine or something.
Oh, no.
No?
All the
Okay.
headphones are silent from this distance.
Alright, no worries then. But basically, physical instrument and rhetoric are smitten, shall we say, with Classier. And so are willing to... They're not going to help me, essentially. And yeah, Mr. Physical has just said, let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense
It's
with them.
offensive.
They were only trying to help me.
What?
Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
No, because I can relate to it.
Oh, right, sure.
Sorry, I'm completely ruining the stream.
No, you're not at all. Because of the Hardys, I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. She looks at her feet. Out of the shit I'd gotten into. Cool, I'm satisfied with this explanation. That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More? Question mark? I'll pick it up later.
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea,
You
as she's
understand
done
why I feel
time
less
and time again.
Yeah. Time and time again.
Where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? What's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with this? Okay. Again, what did you misread that?
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You were afraid of the moratorium.
I mean, that works. That does, still fits. The RCM isn't the lapdog of the moral intern. You don't have to worry. I don't think that's true, but I'm going to say it and see what she says.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
Touché. Is this part of why Oranje is a bad memory for you? Has this got something to do with being Miss Oranje 37? No, it's nothing to do with the pageant, man. Come on.
Well, no, surely that has to be a thing.
What, related to this entire thing? People are...
Well, yeah, because there was the thing earlier about her being in a pageant.
Yeah, but I don't think it's related to the people after her, unless she was really good or really bad. Fine.
Or John Benet Ramsey.
I'll see.
I wish it did, but sadly, no.
Sadly, no. Okay. Is this part of why Oranje is a bad memory for you?
I have people after me, and they have friends in the moral intern. Some are moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will.
This whole game can be quite depressing. It can be incredibly funny, but also incredibly depressing.
What happens if they do?
She gets disappeared, Kim. I think that's what she's getting at.
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill.
Oh no, we're working for a corrupt police organisation.
Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
Well, that is the question. Logic has successfully, that's a medium. I feel like that should have been easy to determine. She was having sex with the man who was shot. It does have a little to do with her. What did you have to do? What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
Okay, that's cryptic.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal.
Yeah, what does that mean?
What exactly did you do?
Yes, thank you, Kim.
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying you.
Oh, it was just some casual.
I did my job well enough to be asked to
Yeah,
work again.
yeah, your mind went somewhere else.
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers.
You took
2
their
days
ledgers?
worth of accounting.
Cooking the books.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewsdoing County Savings Bank.
Lewsdoing?
They sound small, but they're part of the Lewscop conglomerate.
Lewscop?
That was the second job.
Okay.
The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
I might do. HB. What? HP? What? That's literally the only printer company I know.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scop and their friends in the MI.
The MI? Oh, moral intern.
Once
Right.
you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
So you're kind of a spy? I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that. You're right, this is bad. You've destroyed what people have built. That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into. Yeah, there's worse things than industrial espionage, although that is vague and I am dumb.
I don't know. Industrial espionage led to the whole, like, the radioactive poisoning of that guy in, like, Western England.
I don't know about that.
Do you not? This was, like, a huge thing.
Not the Russian guy who was poisoned.
Yeah.
Oh, him. Oh, right. That was... Really? I thought that was due to protests against, like, the Russian government and stuff.
It's very hard to separate the Russian government from industrial espionage.
Ah, fair point. Okay, then. Yeah. Well, so...
I mean, it has been almost conclusively proven that they were involved in Trump getting elected.
So, yeah. Damn. This might be my most educational and most political stream to date. But... so, yeah, that's clearly a...
Well, I can only apologise.
It's fine. Okay, so I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that. It's very dangerous, but still not... She's not necessarily on the wrong side. Well, just doing a job. I don't know.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal.
Not a war criminal.
But it was bad. People lost their jobs.
Yeah, but
Good people, too. Not just C-suite.
Much better.
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with.
Why did you call the cops?
You're solving
if
a
you're
murder.
hiding?
That is a very good question, yes.
Because I'm an idiot.
Oh. And that's a very simple answer.
Which is an indicator of truth.
What? Saying you're an idiot is an indicator of truth? Oh, no, no. The answer coming quickly is an indicator of truth. Right, sorry.
Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
Oh, fuck's sake, logic, not you as well. All the parts of my brain are falling in love with her and not helping me with this investigation. So you would have... So you would have us believe, but you're not? I don't think so. Why did you do it? I'm not going to disagree with you. So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call,
Sorry,
and he
I
kept
should stop
rotting.
reading Reddit while I'm running
His
straight.
clothes
That's
off,
alright.
And that little fucker threw stones at him.
Yeah.
What it was that new meme format that's Mary Jane and Peter Spider-Man.
Oh, I've not seen that one. I thought you meant the Anakin and Padme one.
Tell me the truth. I'm ready to hear it. You're not bisexual, you're just hypersexual.
Wow, okay. That's a meme format I'm not familiar with. That must be a new one.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you.
Okay, so it's just an
I hope
emotional
with all
reaction.
my heart, it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
But that still makes sense why she tried to disguise her voice when she did call us.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Okay, drama's compromised too. They're all compromised.
She did, of course.
No.
Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. It makes you sweat.
Suggestion. For good... I'm a police officer. I've got to be skeptical. It's not being paranoid, and it's not unbecoming of a police officer. Okay, right. They're just...
Maybe she's just really hot.
Well, I think that's what the game is saying. She is so hot that my brain synapses aren't functioning anymore. And no amount of leveling up can seem to get around that. What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened. No, don't say it like that.
Okay.
He
was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me.
Okay,
I was
wow.
on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
That is grim. You don't have to continue if you don't want to. Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come.
I don't think that was meant to be funny.
I thought there would be one.
Well, no, it's not
It
funny,
never came.
it's just quite extreme.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, this is quite an extreme thing she's describing. But I'm sorry this happened to you. Are you sure? Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you sure you're not making this up? Come on. At this point, like, no, don't blindly believe her because she's attractive or whatever's going on in my brain. But at the same time, don't, like, be so gaslighty about this.
My favourite one is number 3.
Yeah.
That's a motherfucker.
That's a real motherfucker. Dems the brakes. We're going to need more details. No, we're not. I think that's kind of it. Sure, let's go with that. That's a real motherfucker.
Yeah, it was a real motherfucker. Ow.
A cigarette has singed her fingers.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
That's remarkable doing that, by the way, considering it's raining.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
That's remarkably specific.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
45 minutes.
Yeah, that's... I don't keep track of records that well. And especially with all the drugs they were doing, that's surprising that you had that concept of time. But then she is a spy, so you probably have to have good timekeeping.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line,
I'm not a spy,
plus other
but
things.
if I make bad decisions,
I was drinking.
I tend to have a concept of when they were done.
I try not to. But each
Personal choice.
yeah, each to their own.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, we're back to the gurning. Titus said you look pretty high. It doesn't matter, better not to mention it. He did say that.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
But not your jaw.
Good thinking. Clear your head.
No.
You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Yeah, so electrochemistry is just addiction personified. It's just, oh, did someone mention drug or drink or sex, and electrochemistry just chips in.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Ruby?
That's what I said. Thank you, Reaction Speed. Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader.
Leader?
Okay. So not just the 8th member, but the...
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy
Well,
Boys.
yeah, she doesn't sound like a Hardy.
And yet she's the leader of them. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Okay, so...
Why would someone have the first name as their last name?
No, sorry, Titus. Titus Hardy is his name. And so, yeah. So Titus is the face of the Hardy Boys, but Ruby was like the gets shit done person, the fixer, sort of.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Cool. Well, we got some answers on that then. We got a name. Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
Yes. Oops. Visual calculus.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. He carried him out.
Yeah, I don't know what that's
they were going to
implying.
do.
The half an hour
Well, they
gap.
were having sex when
Ruby
he
said
died,
they would.
So presumably she's saying that they had sex before and she has put his clothes back on.
No, the...
Oh.
Oh, okay, sorry. We're reading at different speeds. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading it along with
Yeah, so, yes.
this one.
Yeah, sorry, for people listening, we've got a fun, kind of MacGyvered setup here where my friend can hear it, but she has to hear it with a delay, otherwise you would be hearing echoing all the, behind the curtains stuff of a Twitch stream that I should probably be better at sorting out. Anyway, what did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while, that we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby, where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Do you actually not know, or are you covering for her?
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Really? I thought we were done with them.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
That's actually a good point, Logic. When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Right, okay. Did you kill... That... Why would... Couldn't hurt to say it. I mean, it would definitely hurt my relationship with her, but in terms of the game, it couldn't hurt to say it.
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
There's a silence.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs.
Thanks, electrochemistry. You're really helping with this, tender topic.
It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy.
No.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition.
But a rifle? Didn't we figure out that it came from a rifle? Would he have a rifle lying around? I don't know. Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. Desires drive people loco. Drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Perhaps they contributed to its end. Oh, sorry. You must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that? Okay, I'd like you to ask you some other questions. I don't think this is where it's going, but I'll ask. Desire to drive people loco.
She simply shakes her head.
That's the correct response.
She has the training for it. You've known it since she first greeted you here on this roof.
It's okay if you did it in self-defense. I mean, it's less bad if you did it in self-defense.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
Okay, fair enough. Just checking. Maybe drugs? Drugs? Question mark?
What does that mean?
Drugs are probably the best.
I don't know what that means.
Do drugs make you aggressive?
I will ever say again.
I didn't hear it, so I guess I'll never hear it.
Okay, well maybe I will say it one more time.
Okay.
It says drugs are the best choice.
Ah. Yeah, it's weird what this game can make you say. Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought Ravishal would be more enlightened about this. Especially since you've taken them yourself.
Well, true, I do have a high electrochemistry skill, but...
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
I don't. Me? No, not me. No. Me and my drugs are none of your business. I do drugs to keep working, cleaning up this shit that you've created here. Say nothing. I don't do drugs, says the man wearing no trousers, holding a boombox on his shoulder and a gun.
Of course. I'm sorry. I withdraw my statement. I'm under stress here.
We're all under stress. Weapon nearby? Might as well cover all options, cover all bases.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
The bullet in his head, it was jacketed military grade. Who else here has a military rifle? That's what we need to ask.
I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe
Oh
those
shit, his
psychos
friends have
did it.
rifle?
Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
I can't see the evidence for one of the other mercs shooting him, although they are a bit crazy.
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before.
You've lied to me about this bullet before. When I said he was shot, you said you're confused. True.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work.
So why do people downstairs have the idea that you killed him?
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
She's getting scared now of you, the downstairs people, all of it.
Okay, I'd like you to answer some other questions, miss.
Like what?
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did. It probably didn't. Either way, something to consider. I don't know. It could have done. We don't really... I'm not smart enough to say one way or the other. Story of my life.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
Thank you, Kim, for having brain power that I don't.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
When was the window changed? What do you know about Tibbs?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Okay, that really is just as innocent as it seems, I guess. I think we're done here for now. Conclude.
She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke, just Picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
The lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or...
oh, maybe we're not done here.
Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
I can't arrest someone with a boombox on my shoulder. I need my hands free.
No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality.
Drama, you're compromised. And also arresting... hang on, let me phrase this properly. Arresting someone, in theory, is not police brutality.
This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Oh, I can wake him up, but I need a drama skill, and my drama skill is 2. And that's it. And yet we somehow have 58% in it? Well, I'll give it a go. Let's wake Multiface up. In God's name, wake up.
But we are awake,
Oh,
sire.
I failed it.
She has been forthcoming.
No.
With sordid details women usually conceal.
Not just failed it,
Most
but
shocking
legendarily
details of the sexual kind.
Yep. Yep.
We are a bulwark, unbreached.
You are not unbreached. You've head over heels over your face, over your... you can't know your ass from your face. And you have multiple faces, apparently.
You've been breached, bulwark. You've been breached like 1,000 times now.
Yes, I suppose it is.
So you say, but give us one example of deceit. Just one example.
My brain is having an argument with itself. Just a proposition. Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational but more illegal? I got nothing. You're right, wise counsel. It is silly of me to imply she's lied. She's a spy. I think we should suspect her of lying.
Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective grows weary of your malcontent?
True, but I don't imagine anyone believed them.
Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. This is making you look like an amateur.
Well, that just sums up the whole thing, doesn't it?
It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further.
It's 7:30.
At least for now.
It is rather. Yeah, we've gone on longer than I normally do. But once this conversation wraps up, we'll wrap up.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
I guess so. I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft plate.
Oh dear, voice actor, you got that wrong. It's not plate, it's soft palate. But okay. Should I say this? That seems like a deeply insensitive thing to say, but the only other option is nothing, so fuck it. Looks like love did him in after all.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold.
Yeah, that seems the right response.
Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Say nothing, let her answer.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Why?
Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
Alright. Well, that's a sad note to end it on, but at least we got our jungle boombox beats. They keep cutting in and out, awkwardly. Why does that keep happening? Okay, so we have to go back down and talk to Titus, but that'll be a thing for next time. And I'll also figure out what to level up. I mean, if this has taught us anything, it's that I need to level the fuck up out of rhetoric, because Christ, man. Our intellect is suffering. Right. That is that then. Thicko, Hobo, Doomer, fascist commie hustler save. 32, I think we're on now. Good. Right. Well, extra long one there, but we had more to work with. It never ends. There's no. We're trapped now. We're trapped in the vortex. Right.
Well, here is a fun one from BPD Beans.
Mm.
Sure, sex is good, but have you ever pushed everyone that you care about away because of constant wars with your superiority and inferiority complex?
I haven't, no. So, couldn't say.
Well,
I don't know what to say to that. So, right, anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for being a part of this.
thank you for letting me be a part of that.
Oh, that's alright.
It was far more fun than it should have been.
Yeah, well, yeah. Streaming is fun.
It's okay for you.
Said every...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so to finish off, this thing I've been doing is like a moral message is don't. There is a moral okay, maybe just the moral message for this one is there is nothing that you can ever say that cannot be turned into a that's what she said. That's the moral message for this one. Cheers for watching. Hope you enjoyed this slightly different thing. Maybe it'll happen again sometime. Who knows? But cheers. And bye.
Well, I mean, if you're willing to have me.
Of course, well, I had fun, and hopefully you did too, viewers. Oh, that one's got some implications. Anyway, bye.
Right there.
Said every... Right, stop. Okay, we're stopping. Okay, it's fine. Goodbye.